What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Isabel and I would love it if you would subscribe. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be meal prepping for my 3 in-office days. This is somewhat new since I've started vlogging again. I have a new job where I go in 3 days a week to the office, and meal prep has been my best friend to just not stress me out, first off, because planning a different meal every single night for the next day just seems so stressful to me and overwhelming and not necessary. But also to keep track of my macros, it's just the easiest thing to do when I meal prep. And then my days that I work from home, I just make my meals at home because I'm already here, so it's a lot easier to deal with. But for those 3 days that I go into the office, I love having some meals prepped in advance. So let's meal prep today. We're gonna be making 3 different things. First off, my breakfast. I don't eat breakfast here. I start at 7:30 in the office, so I usually eat around 8 after I've gotten in. So we're gonna do breakfast first, then we're gonna do a snack, and then we're gonna make lunch. I typically come back around 3 at home, so I'll usually do a snack when I get home. So those are really the only 3 things that we need to prep, and then the morning of, I usually make a coffee to go. But let's get into it. Let's prep these 3 things that we need to get through the day. Let's get into it. First off, I always like to plan out what I want to make. It's also, like I said, easy for me to track my macros if I know what I'm making. We are going to be making for breakfast some breakfast quesadillas, which I'm really excited for. This is a new recipe for me, and I think it's gonna be so much fun to have that at work. To reheat it at work, we have toasters, so I'm just gonna like pop the quesadilla in the toaster for like a minute or whatever amount of time it needs to warm up. And then I'm gonna have that for breakfast when I get to the office. For snack, I'm thinking my chia seed yogurt bowl that I've been obsessed with. I'm pretty sure I showed this in my what I eat in a day that I posted recently, but we're gonna be making it for in office as well because it is just that good. And then for lunch, we are doing Caesar salads this week. I am just craving a Caesar salad. So we're gonna be eating Caesar salads, and that's such an easy meal prep. So let's get into it. I think the first thing we're gonna start with is the chicken for the Caesar salad because that needs to cook, rest, cool down before I can even start assembling. So let's do that right now. All right, first things first, I'm getting my biggest pan out to cook the chicken. I kind of wish it was summer. If it was summer, I'd just ask my fiance to make them all on the barbecue, and that's just so much better in my opinion. It tastes better, it makes less of a mess, and I don't have to do it. He can do it. But it's winter and it is freezing outside, so we're gonna take the biggest pan that I can find, and we're gonna do the chicken in here. Okay, my pan is heating up right now so that I can put the chicken on it for it to cook. But while I was going through my pantry and cupboards, I noticed that one of my key ingredients for my yogurt I'm running low of, and that's my granola. And I'm actually kind of happy that I'm running low on it because I really want to show you guys this recipe. It's so good, it's clean ingredients, and I love it so much. I have been obsessed with it for like 3 weeks now. Okay, here's everything that you need to make this granola. First off, some oats. I'm using quick oats, but you can use honestly any type of oats that you want from what I've seen online. Like any oats will work. I'm using what I have, so I'm using my quick oats. Some coconut oil, vanilla, some honey, a little bit of salt, some cinnamon. Honestly, you can stop there, but something that I've been really loving and that's been adding a lot of flavor to the granola itself and protein is protein powder. Right now I'm using this one. It's the Ferrero Rocher flavor, just because I have a lot of it to use and I don't really drink shakes anymore, so this is a good way for me to use it. The other protein powder that I used that was so good in this granola was cookies and cream. So good, you guys. All right, I've got my chicken going and my stove is ready for my granola. So I did 375 and I'm gonna do about 15 to 20 minutes. My stove is a little weird, so I really do need to keep an eye on these, and sometimes they need to stay a little bit longer because of my stove, but I'm thinking 15 minutes at 375 is more than enough for anyone who has a regular stove who doesn't act up. Okay, granola is out. This is the color when it comes out. It's kind of like bronzy, but not too much. And now we're gonna let that fully cool down. What am I doing? It's still the mitt on my hand. Anyways, we're gonna let these fully cool down and then we're gonna crack them up to make granola chunks. Before we do anything else, we're going to soak the chia seeds for my yogurt bowl because that usually takes a bit of time. Like, it doesn't take too much time, but might as well do it right now. I've got stuff cooking pretty much everywhere, and I also want to kind of clean up a little bit the kitchen because it's starting to get cluttered and dirty. So we're gonna do that. I get these chia seeds from Costco. I have no complaints. They're pretty good. I don't know what bad chia seeds taste like. So we're gonna prep them. I've got 3 little bowls right here. These are what I make my yogurts in. I use 15 grams of chia seeds, and then I just put however much water I feel like is the right amount. I like it to be like really jelly. I don't think crunchy chia seeds are good, and you're not supposed to eat them that way anyways. So let's prep my chia seed bowls. Just want to give you guys a quick update on the chia seeds. Like, look at this consistency. Like, very jelly-like. Very, very jelly. That's what we want for these bowls. I have used up all of my Caesar salad bowls for a whole bunch of other things in my fridge. So our Caesar bowls are looking like this. This might be problematic when I get to work and I need to try to mix this up to be able to eat it, but you know what? We will figure that out when the time comes. I think I'm just gonna squish everything in there and figure it out at work. We're just gonna cram everything in there. Also, my cat wanted to come help me. She's very needy, this one. This is a very, very typical orange kitty. She loves to snuggle, right? You love to snuggle. She loves to talk, but she's also very independent. And she's also so small. I mean, to me, she's small compared to my other 3 cats, so. Anyways, I'm getting carried away. We're gonna put some parm on top of this and wish future Isabel luck. So we're squishing the lettuce in. I think I'm gonna do 10 grams of parm. Last thing, our Caesar salad sauce. We're gonna put this in a small container. I think I'm gonna do 30 milliliters. I usually do the light Caesar dressing, but this is what we have in our fridge, and I'm not gonna go buy something else and not finish what I already had in my fridge. I'm not wasting anything. Although this one doesn't have much left in it, so we might have to buy some this week, or else my fiance's not gonna have enough. All right, just like that, we've got our lunches done, which is great. Now we have to do breakfast and snacks still, so let's get into that. The ingredients that we're gonna need to make the yogurt bowls are, of course, the chia seed pudding stuff that we made with the water earlier, Greek yogurt, some honey, and some cacao powder, and some bananas. It doesn't matter if they're not ripe because we are meal prepping, so we need them to be not too ripe, or else in 3 days those bananas are not going to be good anymore in your yogurt bowls. This is what it's going to look like once it's all mixed up together. And just like that, we've got our yogurt bowls with our granola. Only one more thing left to do. I only have my quesadillas left. So let me show you guys what I'm gonna be using. I'm using some ground turkey. This is 100 grams. I already have 50 on the pan right now heating up. I'm gonna be doing 2 more, so 50 and 50, because I need 3. So we're doing ground turkey. Then I've got these tortillas that I've already taken out of the bag. It's this one right here, the keto brand, Bon Matin from Costco. They're 90 calories. They have 20 grams of fiber and 3 grams of protein. So not a lot of protein, but a lot of fiber, which is good. Plus, I only had these 3 left in my freezer. I do have other wraps, but these need to get finished because I've had them for a while. Some just regular onions that I'm gonna add into the ground turkey mix. I've got some frozen spinach that I'm also gonna add. We're gonna do 1 egg and 100 grams of egg whites and some feta cheese, which I'm not gonna lift and show you guys because it's in a container with eggs on top, like my 2 other eggs on top. So yeah, let me, just like that. I put my feta in here because it was making a whole mess in my fridge, and I think maybe the container that it was in was cracked. So that's everything that I'm gonna be using for my breakfast. Right now we've got the ground turkey cooking on the stove. I put some salt and pepper on it. I'm gonna add the onions in so that they can start sauteing as well, since the meat is pretty much halfway done. Here's something that I did not think of, is how thick these were going to be if I was making them with the smaller tortillas. This would be better if it was thinner and with the bigger tortillas, which I do have other tortillas that are the same or almost the same macros as these, but I just really needed to eat these because they've been in my freezer for way too long. So I'm not sure how the heating up is gonna be at work. I might have to do microwave for these ones and maybe toaster for the other ones. I'll probably make those next week, but yeah. First one is done. I'm gonna make the other 3 and I will get back to you guys when the other 3 are done. All right, you guys, the quesadillas are done. I'm going to wrap them up in some foil, and that's how I'm gonna bring them to work. But yeah, I'm really excited to give these a try tomorrow and see how they taste. And with that, I am officially done meal prepping. My kitchen is mostly clean. I just have like a quick few dishes to do and just clean the counters, and I'm done. I had lunch. It's 3. I started at like 11:50. It's 3, which is fine because I was productive. Honestly, meal prepping is the best thing. So even if it takes me 3 hours, it's just time that I don't need to spend during the week to think and prep what I'm gonna eat the next day when I go into the office. So this is totally worth it to me. And personally, I love cooking, so being in the kitchen on a Sunday really doesn't bother me. What I don't like is cleaning up, but that comes with the territory. So I'm gonna wrap these up, and then I will be right back to let you guys know what the macros are on my food, because I just added everything up and I've got my total for my morning lunchtime. So I will share that with you in the next clip. All right, you guys, as I promised, before I end off this video, I really do want to share the macros for the meal prep that I just did. So my personal goal is 1,700 calories a day, no more than that. 120 grams of protein minimum and 25 grams of fiber minimum. Now I do want to specify that the tortillas that I was using for my quesadillas are high fiber. They have 20 grams of fiber in them individually. So that really does add up quickly when you're looking to hit 25 grams of fiber. So that's not always realistic within the first meal for me to hit when I'm eating other things for breakfast, but with these tortillas it does really help a lot. So the breakfast quesadillas are 335 calories each. They have 32.5 grams of protein, 20 grams of fiber. The coffee that I'm gonna drink tomorrow morning is 105 calories. There's no protein, no fiber in them or in it at all. My chia seed yogurt bowl is 248 calories. That's counting the bananas and the granola in there. 19 grams of protein, and 9.5 grams of fiber. So already right there, we've gone to 29.5 grams of fiber, so we've hit our fiber goal. And then the Caesar salad is 380 calories, or 380.5 calories, 39.5 grams of protein, and 2 grams of fiber. So all that's really left after that is I usually eat a snack when I get back home and dinner, and then sometimes a little dessert. Our total of calories so far throughout the day is 1,068.5 calories, 91 grams of protein, and 31.5 grams of fiber. I'm gonna end this video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This might have been a little bit more chaotic than I expected it to be. It was my first time filming a meal prep video, so I will get better as I make more of these. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, regardless of how chaotic it was. And I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.